Hello, Kentucky. Is Kentucky eyeing a 4-star shooter? Jacob Weber is the recruit? Let's get to the Wildcats news. But first, subscribe to the channel. He's a 4-star power forward in the 2026 class, with attention focused on the team's future. Kentucky's interest in Weber signals not only a search for depth, but also a strategic bet on a player whose style seems to fit perfectly with the Wildcats program. Jacob Weber, who currently plays for La Lumiere School in Indiana, has caught the attention of recruiters across the country with his unique combination of skills. He's a versatile athlete, capable of playing both inside and outside the perimeter. His main characteristic, however, is his shooting. He's not just a player with the potential to be efficient from long range, but also someone who demonstrates impressive consistency in high-pressure situations. Rivals analyst Jamie Shaw described Weber's shooting as balanced and pure, highlighting his ability to maintain focus and hit decisive shots, even in critical moments. Weber's performance in the Adidas 3SSB circuit was a turning point in his career. During a match against Indiana Elite, he scored 35 points, showcasing a wide range of offensive moves. Furthermore, his movement without the ball was another aspect that caught everyone's attention. The ability to find space and create opportunities for oneself is essential in a sport where space is contested at every second. For a team like Kentucky, which has always valued intelligent and technical players, this characteristic of Weber's could be a significant differentiator. While it's still too early to predict the young player's future, the qualities he displays are precisely those that have made Mark Pope's program successful. The coach has prioritized players who combine individual talent with collective adaptability, and Weber seems to fit that profile. His versatility allows him to play in different roles within the offensive system, from creating space for his teammates to being the primary scoring threat at certain times. This flexibility is especially valuable for a team looking to maximize its chances in high-level tournaments. Beyond his technical skills, Kentucky's interest in Weber also reflects a long-term vision. Ranked as the 174th overall prospect in the Rivals industry rankings and the 13th best small forward in his class, he is surrounded by a select group of young talent. However, what truly sets Weber apart is his work ethic and dedication to continuous improvement. He has already accumulated offers from respected programs such as Iowa, Creighton, and Nebraska, in addition to attracting interest from Clemson, Colorado State, and Belmont. This widespread recognition reinforces the player's quality and makes Kentucky's interest even more relevant. At a time when college basketball is increasingly competitive, having a reliable and versatile shooter like Weber could be a game-changer. For the future of the blue and white team, if the power forward ever wears a Wildcats uniform, he'll have the opportunity to show the world that his talent extends beyond the high school courts and summer tours. Would he be a great fit for this team? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Ansley Almanor is back in Lexington, but this time with a different mission: to prove that his brief stint with the Kentucky Wildcats was just the beginning of a promising career. After an impressive season as a key player in Mark Pope's rotation, the player returned to the blue and white state to represent La Familia in the basketball tournament, an event that blends nostalgia, fierce competition, and concrete opportunities for players seeking professional careers. Almanor's presence at TBT is not only a matter of giving back to BBN, but also a strategic bet on his future. Although he left Fairleigh Dickinson to join Kentucky as a bold decision last year, the player quickly proved his worth by shooting 42.4% of his three-point shots and contributing consistently off the bench. Now he sees the TBT as a chance to prove he can compete at even higher levels. In front of scouts and experienced veterans, Almanor's excitement upon returning to the Joe Kraft Center is different. He described his arrival as if he had never left, highlighting the familiarity of the environment and the immediate connection with former teammates like Otega Owe and Brandon Garrison. This sense of belonging reflects something larger: the lasting bond many players develop with the Kentucky program, even after their college seasons are over. For Almanor, participating in La Familia is not only a tribute to Kentucky's legacy, but also a way to solidify his place within that tradition. However, there's much more at stake than nostalgia or love of the jersey. The TBT offers a unique platform for players like Almanor, who are at a crossroads in their careers. With the $1 million prize pool and the visibility afforded by national broadcast on FS1, the tournament attracts the attention of agents, general managers, and professional franchises around the world. For Almanor, this is an opportunity to position himself as a versatile player, capable of playing in different systems and against high-level opponents. Playing alongside established names like the Harrison twins, Archie Goodwin, DeAndre Liggett, and Willie Cauley-Stein adds another layer of meaning to the experience. These are players Almanor watched growing up, dreaming of building his own basketball career. Today, he shares a roster spot with them, learning and competing simultaneously. "A year ago, we were scrimmaging against them," Almanor said, expressing both admiration and surprise at how quickly his life has changed. "It's crazy to be here now." But Almanor isn't just there to admire his teammates. He has an important role to play for La Familia, especially considering he's one of two players fresh out of college on this year's roster, along with Missouri's Marcus Warwick. His recent experience in the SEC, one of college basketball's most competitive conferences, will be crucial as he navigates the intense battles of the TBT. Furthermore, his long-range shooting ability and his ability to impact the game without needing a high volume of possession could be valuable assets for the team. Almanor's ultimate goal is clear: to help La Familia win the TBT title, bringing the vibrant energy of BBN to Memorial Coliseum while demonstrating his own value as a player. He recognizes that representing Kentucky is about more than wins and losses. It's about perpetuating the culture of excellence that defines the program. However, he also knows that his individual performance will be crucial in opening doors in the next chapter of his career. Representing BBN and trying to win all this proves why Kentucky has the best basketball tradition in general, Almanor said. But obviously, I want to go out there and showcase my skills and earn an opportunity, whatever it may be. This duality, honoring the past while building for the future, perfectly sums up Ansley Almanor's journey right now. TBT can be seen as a bridge between his final NCAA season and the next step, whether it's the G League, Europe, or any other professional destination. In the meantime, he's enjoying every second back in the community that welcomed him so quickly. Knowing this is a unique opportunity to write a new chapter in his story. That's pretty cool. Doran Lamb's story with the Kentucky Wildcats is one that makes fans wonder what if. An elite shooter with one of the most efficient three-point careers in program history, Lamb left Lexington after just 2 years to pursue his NBA dream. However, in a world where the National League nil already existed at the time, his trajectory might have been different, perhaps even greater. Lamb was instrumental in the 2012 national title, leading the Wildcats with 22 points in their victory over Kansas in the tournament final. His consistency was remarkable. He scored in double figures in all 6 playoff games that year, including 2 games with 20 points. He wasn't just a shooter. He was a clutch moment specialist, someone who could change the course of a game with his almost supernatural ability to hit long-range shots, averaging 49% from the field, 48% from 3, and 81% from free throw range throughout his college career. Lamb proved to be a highly efficient player, yet his stats could have been even better if he had been given more opportunities. The key issue here is shooting volume. During his 2 years at Kentucky, Lamb averaged just 3.9 three-point attempts per game, modest numbers for a player of his ability. In comparison, athletes like Tyler Lundblade, Belmont, and Kobe Bree, Kentucky, have recently demonstrated that the combination of volume and efficiency can lead to impressive numbers. For example, Lundblade converted 6.5 three-pointers per game at a 48.1% clip, while Bree shot 5.9 attempts per game at a 43.5% clip. Lamb, with his three-point shooting average of over 47%, could easily have achieved similar or even higher numbers if he had been given more offensive freedom. Let me tell you something real quick, Lamb told KSR with the passion of someone who feels his contribution deserves greater recognition. If I had shot 10 three-pointers a game, I'd easily make 6. This confidence isn't arrogance, but rather the reflection of a player who always knew what he could achieve. Lamb not only believes he would have maintained his efficiency with more attempts, but also argues that his scoring average would have surpassed 20 points per game, something that would have placed him in an even more exclusive category in college basketball. But what really stands out in this retrospective is the impact the NIL could have had on his decision to stay at Kentucky. Today, players like Lamar Wilkerson and others are capitalizing on their skills on and off the court thanks to the new monetization rules. If Lamb had had that opportunity in 2012, he likely would have stayed in Lexington longer. Me coming in as a McDonald's All-American, I'd need $1 million, minimum, he said. These kids are getting paid $1 million to average 3 points. It's crazy. I would have easily been a millionaire. This statement is not only a reflection on Lamb's market value at the time, but also a commentary on how much college basketball has changed. The National League for Basketball (NIL) is transforming the way players evaluate their options, allowing extraordinary talents to stay at universities longer. For Lamb, this could have meant for years at Kentucky, further cementing his legacy as one of the greatest shooters in program history. Imagining Lamb playing for years at Kentucky is a fascinating exercise. Besides extending his college career, he could have broken records that seem untouchable to this day. Until Reed Sheppard's arrival in 2023-24, Lamb held the record for the highest three-point shooting percentage in Wildcats history, shooting 47.5% on 303 attempts. With 2 more years of eligibility and a higher shooting volume, he could have taken those numbers to unattainable heights. I'd still have records today, 3-point records. Points? I'd have a lot of records, Lamb said. Furthermore, his extended presence on the team could have positively influenced the roster's dynamics. As a seasoned veteran, he would have helped shape the following classes, sharing his winning mentality and exceptional skill. Leave your opinion, comment,